It's go time. And we're live. Hello, welcome to everybody who's watching the VOD. I'm super excited for today's stream. I think it's gonna be really cool. This mod is sick. It's a Pantheon of Pharloom mod. And it's basically all about making a similar experience to God Home from Hollow Knight. I think it's going to be really cool. How's it going, Waffle Welcome to the stream. I'm going to send a ping to the Discord that we are live. And then in a minute here, we will get going. How's it going, Clob? Welcome, Chipper. How's it going, Papa Pulps? Welcome to the stream, everybody. How's your day going? Stream notifications. Live now, attempting to beat the Pantheon of Pharloom mod. My day's going great, Chipper, thank you. How's it going tomorrow? Welcome, Matt. God help us if Team Cherry adds Radiant bosses. Well, I don't know about Team Cherry, but this mod that we're going to be doing today is pretty dang cool, and it does actually have Radiant bosses. So that'll be really cool. What's up, Super Uniform? I said here we go again because like we're going through the Pantheons again. Like it's just like Hollow Knight. I don't know, I didn't put a huge amount of effort into the thumbnail. Discord, what's up, chicken? Hope you guys are all doing well today. I'm gonna get into it and start showing off this mod because it seems like we got a decent amount of people here already. No, don't worry about it, Super Uniform, you didn't miss anything last stream. This mod is sick. So everything looks normal on my save. This is my 100% save. Nothing has changed. Menu is the exact same. It doesn't really look like we're running any mods or anything like that. But if I press the letter B on my keyboard, we get this cool little menu. And the way this menu works, we have two pages. We have this boss rush page, and then we have this bosses page. And so on the bosses page, we can go to any boss. So let's say I really want to give Crawfather a try. We select Crawfather, and then we have Attuned, we have Ascended, and we have Radiant difficulty. And we get to pick which one of those we want to do. They function the exact same as they did in Hollow Knight in the official God Home function. So Radiant is hitless, Ascended is double damage. They don't have any modifications to the arena or anything, because that would be really hard to do. But it just throws you right into that arena exactly as it would be in the game. So if I show you a really easy one, like let's just do Moss Mother 1, because I'll be able to beat her super quickly. They'll just throw me right into this arena, with everything as normal. The main problem is that you can't really change the values of like health and all that stuff. So you'll see pretty quickly this boss goes down a little bit faster than usual because I have a maxed out nail or maxed out needle. So that's one of the biggest problems with the mod. How's it going, Hanvik? Welcome to the stream. That's one of the biggest problems with the mod, in my opinion, is that the balancing isn't very good. There is a really cool way to deal with that, though, and that's that everything on this left side, this shows all the abilities that I have, all of this stuff is customizable. So I can take my Swift Step, for example, and I can make it so I just don't have that. I can take my tool pouch, I can make it so that my pouch capacity is at any stage that it would be in the game. I can make my tool damage go to any stage that it would in the game. I can make my needle any level. So we can have the basic one, we can go all the way up to the strongest one that I have. We can even bind it, I don't know what that does. But yeah, you can toggle all this stuff. It's really cool. And then you can add bindings to like your health. This makes it so you only have 4 masks. This makes it so you can't use silk skills. You you have all these really cool bindings. You can even make it so that you are cursed. You can just set the cursed mode on. And the thing that I really like about this mod specifically is not only can you do all these bindings for the symphonies, which I'll get to in a second, but you can actually use all these bindings and they carry over for the bosses. So if I wanted to try to remove like all of my abilities and then just go over here and fight Lost Lace for a second, I'm not gonna do that, but you can set up some pretty crazy challenges very easily. Then we get to the Pantheons, or in this mod they're called the Symphonies. They're separated by act. So we have Act 1 bosses is the Symphony of the Judge, Act 2 bosses is the Symphony of the Sinner, Act 3 bosses is the Symphony of the Void, and then the final Symphony is all of them combined into one. This is just like the quick crash course on this mod and what I've been up to with it. So far, I've been recording some stuff on my own. I will be making this into a video. And what we've done so far is I've already beaten the Symphony of the Judge. I first tried it pretty easily because I did it with all the max abilities, which maybe I don't want to do if you really like want a good challenge. You probably don't want to do that. You want to make it so that you're a little bit weaker. But I just kind of wanted to get through it because my main priority is the final Symphony. The next one is Symphony of the Sinner. I already beat this one also. I think it took me like 3 tries or something. I died on, I forget, somewhere that I really shouldn't have. This one was a little bit tricky because of some of the like muck maggot things like Groll and Lugoli, because that affects you like throughout the rest of the symphony. So if you get muck maggoted and then you don't have enough health to heal, you get put in a really bad spot for the next fight that you go into. It's called the Sinner because First Sinner is the final boss of this one. That's why it's Symphony of the Sinner. And then Symphony of the Void, I just was giving some attempts last night, and I was doing pretty good, but obviously this one is much more difficult than the previous two, because basically in the other ones, I have the benefit of having all the fully maxed out abilities going up against earlier bosses. So I'm a little bit stronger than I should be. For Symphony of the Void, everything is perfectly balanced to my ability because I have Act 3 abilities and it's Act 3 bosses. So it's much more fair and much more difficult to beat them all in a row, especially because we have all the toughest bosses in the game here. I did make it, I think I've already given this like 3 tries or something, and I actually made it all the way to Carmelita and almost beat her. I beat like every single boss. I think the last 3 are Carmelita, Grandmother Silk, and then Lost Lace. I beat all the Act 3 bosses in a row going into that. So our plan for today is we have 2 options. One of them is I could try to beat the Symphony of the Void before moving on to the final Symphony of Silk and Song, which I think I might want to do. Or we could just jump straight into Silk and Song and see how that goes. But that's a good point, asking what skills I use. The loadout that I've been using is this one that I beat the game with. So I like to use the Wanderer's Crest. I know that this isn't the most broken one in the game, but I use the Wanderer's Crest with Weighted Belt and Long Claw, so we're all in on the needle damage. Shard Pendant doesn't do anything, but there's not really anything better for Yellow Charms. I don't really care too much about any of these guys. We gotta have the dice in there. Gotta have Compass, of course. It makes a big difference. The problem is that there's not a ton of like yellow things that I want more than this. And then Injector Band and Reserve Bind. Reserve Bind I was thinking I might change. And also Chakra's rings I felt like weren't doing that much for me. I might want to switch those out with like Cogflies or something. Or Flint Slay, that could be good. I didn't really want to use the anklets because I don't like the fact that they take my own silk. You know what I mean? And also I haven't really used them too much before, so I feel like the change in speed might throw me off. The rings are bad damage? Okay, I'll try to switch out Cogflies. Wait, I have to rest at a bench. I'll try to switch out Cogflies and just see how that goes. Anyways, I think we should do one attempt at the Pantheon, or at the Symphony of the Void. I don't know what you guys think about that. But I think that's what I'm going to start out with. And we'll just see how that goes. Hopefully I'm able to beat the Symphony of the Void before too long, and then once I'm able to do that, then we're going to start going for the final Symphony of Silk and Song. And this video that I'm working on is basically going to be... excuse me. This video is going to be showcasing all of these symphonies, ending with the Symphony of Silk and Song, very similar to my Pantheon video that I've made before for Hollow Knight. And then I might in the future make a video where I try to beat all the bosses on Radiant also, because I think that could be fun. But we're just trying to build up to beating this Symphony of Silk and Song. Ideally today, but it might be a little bit too difficult to take down in one stream. So we're just going to be giving it a try. I'm going to get right into the Symphony of the Void, though. You guys can see how this whole setup works. It basically puts you in the official arena for every single boss. Also, my gameplay is still not amazing, but it has improved a huge amount since what you were watching most recently. Because I've been playing a little bit more, and I've kind of remembered how to play the game again. So, you won't have to watch me taking as many stupid deaths as you were previously. But yeah, my whole playstyle is kind of focused around getting a lot of this needle damage in, and then farming up Silk, getting quick heals, and using my Pale Nails as much as I can. I think we just took down... Nice! Was that hitless? I think that was a hitless Bell Eater. That's pretty solid. Guys, it only took like 3 hours of playing the game, and now I'm a lot less washed. This one is really annoying, though. It's not difficult, it just takes a long time. It's actually a lot easier once the Crawfather goes into the arena. Hey, what's up, stranger? I am indeed streaming. But yeah, if you guys also have any suggestions that you want to see me do for any specific bosses, I'm totally open to them. I know that there's some really overpowered combos that you can do, but I kind of get bored with just doing the most broken combo in the game. So that's kind of why I've been just enjoying doing this combo with the current crest that I have. Even though I know that it's maybe not the strongest, I just think it's fun to go with a lot of needle damage. Wait, hang on, let me focus up. Get a couple of heals off. But yeah, my strategy kind of all hinges around just getting a ton of damage and then healing back really quickly. It's pretty similar to what I was doing in the first Hollow Knight for a lot of these Pantheon things, with like quick slash and everything. Just going for a lot of needle stuff, and then healing every chance I get. There we go. Easy as that. If I want a high risk, high reward option, I should try Barbed Bracelet. That's something that I will definitely be using when I fight Radiant bosses, for sure, obviously. Because double damage is just super irrelevant. but I feel like that might be a little bit too high risk for the Pantheon for my current skill level. I could give it a go though, if everything else that I'm trying stops working. I'm a big fan of the pale nails. I think it works really well with my build. Because it kind of just lets me get damage without having to worry about targeting anything. Anyways, we're off to a pretty good start here. I do struggle with Lost Garment a bit, so I'll have to lock in for this one. Huge. Oh, damn. I like healing a lot just to like keep myself at full health. I've noticed that might be a problem with my gameplay. Let's get a cog fly out there. Oops. Nice. Pretty solid. Flint Slate is also... that's a good idea. That definitely would be good with Wanderers. Flint Slate might be better than Cogflies. Okay, Pinstress is annoying. Pinstress always takes me a super long time, and I kind of struggle with her. Yeah, that was so not clean. Nice. The fact that she blocks those attacks is kind of annoying. She's really good at defending things. Oops. That's also a crazy hitbox, I feel like. Damn. I lose out the chance to get extra damage from that stun. Go Cogflies! Just gonna heal. Okay, that was a terrible heal. I can't believe that she did that. Get back here. It's so hard to hit at the like diagonal angles with Wanderer's Crest. Okay, this is awkward. Good heal. Might be a good idea to reserve bind. Okay, I forget who's after Pinstress. She looks like a parachute. Okay, watch her at the edge. I think I can get away without binding here. I'm pretty decent at this fight usually. Okay. It's all about just keeping a lot of distance, I've found. And then getting in for couple hits every once in a while. Whoops. Definitely want to be healing as much as I can in this fight, because this is a great chance to charge up on Silk. I think Tormented Trobio is next after, if I remember correctly. And that's a fight that I've struggled with a lot. Got it. Full health is good. Just gotta try to not take damage anymore and charge up that Silk. Okay, that's fine. That's annoying. Very annoying. Super annoying. Damn, I'm not in as good of a position as I wanted. Okay, that's fine. Watcher at the Edge might be the boss that you've played the least. That makes sense, he's kind of out there. It is Tormented Trobio. Okay, this definitely could be a death here. I've lost to this fight a couple times now. I did practice it a bit, so I should be doing a little bit better, but I've still struggled historically. So I'll have to lock in here. Definitely want to use my cog flies. There's a bench after this, so it's a good chance to heal back up. Whoops. Love that. This is really sloppy. Oh man, I'm gonna reserve mine. I wanna just be at full health. Also, the cog flies are kind of throwing me off a little bit, so I'm gonna just not use them. Definitely gonna switch to Flint Slate next. The biggest thing that I found with this guy is don't chase after him. Just kind of... Oh, that's bad. Okay, we're fine. If I chase after him, he has so much chaos around the fight. That was also bad. That it gets a little bit sketchy. But he'll like come to you so often. If I just like wait over here, he'll chase after me, and then I can get pogo hits from this tornado attack. And that feels a lot safer. Ouch. Just heal back up. It's fine. Nice little chance to heal there. Okay, nice. That was super solid. Ironically, one of the hardest fights in the game right here. Yeah, I don't know why. He's really awkward. I struggle with him a lot. But we took him down. That was big. Alright, next up, I want to equip Flint Slate. I definitely want to try that. I can't remember who's next, because I've only gotten past here once. I can't remember. I first tried a lot of the tougher bosses that I didn't really expect to, but there was definitely one... I think there's a curveball next up, and I cannot remember who it is for the life of me. I'm gonna drink some water, and then we'll go for it. What's up, Aram Patrick? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, Ben. We are halfway through the Pantheon of, or the Symphony of the Void. Right, it's Pale Stag now. Okay, Cogflies actually would have been really helpful for this one. That's funny. I can use Pale Nails, though. And that'll be really helpful. This fight is just super awkward. Like, the way that I ran there just did not work to dodge it at all. Damn. Okay, next time that I am able to heal, definitely want to do that. Good. I think I want to save my flint slate for... Oh my goodness, times where it matters more. Huge dice. Dude, why do they just stay there? It's so annoying. Alright, that's fine. We can heal up to full. Pale Stag isn't that bad, it's just kind of awkward. Aram? Okay, I apologize. You're not being that guy. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. I will do my best to remember that. If I mess it up again, feel free to remind me again. This fight is also pretty free. The one annoying thing... Whoa! Whoops. Okay, that was stupid. The one annoying thing about this fight is, my Pale Nail sometimes targets the wrong thing. It targets the one that you can't hit. It, like, gets... See, why did it do that? So I just can't really use Pale Nails here, I don't think. It gets confused. I'm just gonna heal because I have so much silk and I'm only using my nail. I mean my needle. There we go. Easy peasy. It's not Symphony of Pharloom. You gotta go. Thank you, stranger. I appreciate you wishing me the best. Hope you have a good one. Yeah, that's also my only complete with Clover Dancer's Megalovaniac. And I'm just doing the Symphony of the Void right now. I'm doing the easier one, and then I'm going to do Symphony of Silk and Song, which is the hardest one after this. You're still in early game Act 3, so you haven't beaten some of the bosses. Well, if you want to avoid spoilers, Aram, I would probably not watch the stream, but if you don't mind, I will be fighting all of the bosses in the game, so. Alright, we gotta lock in for Seth as well. Alright, that is about as bad of a start as we could have had. Let's lock back in. I don't have a ton of practice with this guy, so I kind of just have to try to do my best to stay locked and read it the best that I can. I've actually only fought it once since I 100% of the game. Good heal. I want to save my reserve bind as long as I can, but depending on the situation, I definitely might have to use it here. Nice heal there. Okay, really sloppy. Okay, next phase. I know that he does a lot of dive bombing here. Wow, that was almost catastrophic. I got a bit lucky. Also almost catastrophic. I tried to heal sooner than that, and I accidentally just pressed the button late. I'm gonna reserve bind. I don't want to risk it. Bit annoying, but let me also use Flint Slate. Okay. Not my cleanest fight at all, but we made it. The next bench isn't until after Carmelita? Uh-oh. That's scary. Alright, well, I'll give Nihilith my best shot, I suppose. No worries, Renee. Sorry to hear that you're going through a hard time. I hope you feel better. This is a mod, CJ. Have a good one, Renee. Alright. Let's not mess this up. Oops. Oh my goodness. Not worth it. Alright, this is very sloppy so far. Wow, this is so bad. It's a good heal, though. Oh my goodness, wait, I might lose to Nyla. This is not good. Good heal. I didn't have my claw line? Why not? Oh no, Silk, because I just healed. This is not good. Why does that go up? I didn't realize I could do that. Oh, that was a really bad fight. Guys, I lose to Nihilith. That was rough. I should not be losing to Nihilith at all, in any circumstance. GG's. The good news is that that was just the Symphony of the Void, so it did not take us very long to get there. But now we have a question. Our question is, should I really quickly practice some of these end bosses and then go for the big guy? Go for the final Symphony of Silk and Song? Or should I try to give the Symphony of the Void another shot? Because I'm totally down to do either one. It feels a little bit disappointing to just move on to Silk and Song without beating the Symphony of the Void, but also I feel like all the earlier bosses are a bit easier. So I think it would be kind of fun to go for Silk and Song again. Megalovaniac, I think you're right. On my last try on this one, I beat Nihilith, I beat Khan, and then I died to Carmelita, so I wouldn't know, but... Alright, we got a couple people saying Void, one person said Silk and Song. I should set up polls. I don't know how to do a poll. Immunity moderation. That's not it. I don't know if you can do that on YouTube. Void is inside Silk and Song anyways. That's what I'm thinking. So, I don't know. I think either way, I want to... Every time that I lose to a boss, I always want to give it another shot just over here to make sure that I can do it. So let's give Nihilith another shot here and see if we can do Nihilith a bit cleaner. I can do polls? I don't know how to do polls. Maybe my stream isn't big enough. Maybe you have to be like verified or something. Aram, I'm playing both controller and PC. Actually. I'm playing with a controller on a PC. Whoops. Okay, maybe I'm sticking around here going for too many pogos. Maybe that's my problem. Oh, that was bad. Maybe I should just kind of go for, like, that type of hit. Whoops. And then getting out. That might be my play. Go like 1 and 1. And then here I can get more pogos. Then as soon as that attack goes, I go to this back wall. Then just don't overcommit to that stuff. I feel like that timing seems a bit unlucky. But maybe it's just a skill issue. Either way, I'm definitely struggling way more in this than I should be. I beat it, but barely. That was not good enough. I want to do that again. If I do Silken Song, you're basically doing Void. You did end up beating Silken Soul on your first attempt trying this mod. That's pretty sick. What the heck? Why am I cursed? I don't want to be cursed. Set curse mode. Wait, what? The mod- wait. The mod just glitched. Wait, why'd they curse me? Hang on, I'm gonna quit the main menu and come back. The toggle isn't working. I was just pressing the button on the toggle a whole bunch and it didn't do anything. I shouldn't be still cursed though when I come back in here. I don't think. Yeah, okay, we're good. Let me give Nihilith another shot. Try Cling Grip instead of the Shard Tool. I'll give it a shot. I haven't really used Cling Grip at all. Where can you get the mod? It is on Thunderstore, I think. Like just the... If you go to the Thunderstore, like mod manager, that's how you set up mods for Silksong. You can look that up. You can install this one for free. It's pretty easy. Alright. I'll give it a shot. I'll give... Where is it? Ascendance Grip. I'll try it. How does this work exactly? Oh, I see. If you hold to the side, then you just stay there. That's cool. Alright, let me give Nihilith another shot. I want to get Nihilith super clean before I go back in. And then... I'll do one final ask on if we should do Pantheon, or Symphony of Void, or Symphony of Silken Song. I should use Cogs for Con. I don't really have any issue with Con. Con is super easy. I don't think I need to use any specific tools. That was so sloppy. Okay, my biggest problem is I have trouble with like keeping track of which abilities I have. I keep on trying to use double jump when I've already used it. Oh my god, this is so bad. I think I just need more basic practice. Okay, that's a pretty easy tell to read. Gotcha, yeah, this does make this section a lot easier. Little heal, and I can kind of just wait over here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know why I jumped up there. What's up, Emma? Welcome to the stream. How's it going, chicken? Nihilith can always... Oh my goodness. Nihilith also always gets a free stun directly into phase 2 because you can't stun in phase 1, so the stun counter is full when phase 2 starts. Okay, gotcha. There's also that thing that does damage for every double jump and cloak. That is true. That's not... That's like a blue tool though, right? Yeah, it is. Sawtooth Circlet. I could maybe use that instead of Reserve Bind or something. I don't think Reserve Bind is the best option. I'm down to use Ascendant's Grip though. That seemed like it was pretty decent. I just need to lock in on Nihilith. Alright, this fight I'm gonna try to actually just like fully focus up. Whoops. Wow, I tried to double jump there and I didn't have it. That's also a problem. I keep on trying to use abilities that I don't have, like I said earlier. Yeah, the Ascendant Grip threw me off a little bit there. Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna unequip it. Because it takes so long for you to go down. It like traps you on the wall for a second. Which is actually ends up being kind of inconvenient. Okay, that was just because I stayed super close. Duels that need a bench to work, like Mask and Reserve, don't seem worth it in a boss rush. Well, you do get benches in the middle, but I do see the reasoning. I'll give Sawtooth Circlet a try, and I think I am actually getting rid of Ascendant's Grip. As crazy as it is, I think I'd rather have nothing than have Ascendant's Grip, because it was throwing me off being, like, trapped on the wall and not able to easily slide down. Give me Magnetite Brooch. That's gonna help me big time here. I need to get Nihilith cleaner, though. I think just more attempts is going to help me out a lot here. Because I beat Nihilith on my first try in the Pantheon last night. So it's definitely, I got it in me to do a lot better. And it felt really easy, too. So I just gotta channel that. Yeah, Sawtooth Circlet seems very good. Wow, yeah, that combo is crazy. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's fine. I can just heal. I did not realize I still have Chakras Rings equipped. I definitely don't want that. Oops. Yeah, that was cleaner. That was much better. You personally run Injector Band, Multibender, and Volt Filament as your blues. Volt Filament. That's pretty sick. I haven't used Volt Filament, like, at all. I've gotten pretty used to Longclaw, though, so I don't think I want to switch off of that now. Yeah, you're right, Aram. Can't wait for the stream where I enter and recite a full book because you have nothing else. You took until now to realize how good Sawtooth is. You took until Carmelita on your first playthrough and didn't take it off after that. Well, I used Sawtooth a little bit throughout my playthrough, but I haven't experimented with a ton of different tools. I kind of just use whatever is fun. I just like playing with this playstyle, so I haven't really... Like, I know that you can do combinations with, like, Threadstorm and Volt Filament, and there's combinations with, like, the Pimpillos being really strong, and there's lots of, like... And I think Tacks, too, are really good, but... I don't know, I have a little bit less fun using them. Anyways, I think I might do one... Well, should I... Let me do a run of, Let me do one attempt at Lost Lace. I want to see if I can beat Lost Lace, and if we can take her down, then I'll give the Symphony of the Void another shot. Because I do want to beat that before I go for the whole shebang. I'm super washed at this fight, though, so I'm probably going to get destroyed. Oops. Let me heal. Oh, I thought she was gonna go up there. That was a cool little crit to finish her off. Second phase. Alright, I'm probably gonna get annihilated really quickly here, but I'll give it a shot. Oops. Get me away! Nice heal. Nice. Okay. We first tried her. I really do feel like I got it in me to take down one of the symphonies, or the harder symphony on any attempt. I just need to lock in and play well. Oh, do they make me go through the whole ending scene? Surely not, right? That's pretty funny. Give Volt Filament a shot over Sawtooth. That's a good idea. I kind of want to... I don't know. I want to try both of them. I've also been using for the second half of the Symphony or whatever. I've been equipping Wreath of Purity for the section where I fight Lugoli and Grohl. I felt like that was helping me a ton. What was the hardest boss in my original playthrough? Probably Lost Lace, I think, is who I spent the most time on, like 45 minutes. Maybe... I spent a long time on Savage Beastfly too, but I don't actually think it was that hard. I was just getting tilted. Let's see, instead of Shocker's Rings, what do I want to use? Give me Flint Slate. I think that's cool with my playstyle. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go for it. I don't feel like doing the Symphony of the Void again. I kind of feel like doing the whole shebang. I'm gonna go for the final Symphony of Silk and Song. We're gonna run it, even though I haven't beaten the Symphony of the Void, because it's the same ending, basically. Let's do it. Try it for the early bosses? Okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot at the next bench. Anyways, here we go. It's time for my first attempt at the Symphony of Silk and Song. Let's see if I can beat Moss Mother. Yes! Come on. Let's go. Uh-oh. Look who it is. Uh-oh. That was a close call. I got hit down to 4 masks. That was really scary. Whew. Okay. Bellbeast next. Wait, it would be so embarrassing if I lost on Bellbeast. I actually can't do this. Okay. I think we're fine. Had to play safe for a second there. Oh wait, I beat the fight before the second phase even started because I do so much damage. That's really funny. Mod or not? Yeah, this is a mod. This is the Pantheon of Pharloom mod. And I'm currently trying the Symphony of Silk and Soul, which is where you beat every single boss in the game in a row. Including this guy. Nice. Fourth chorus. I wonder what happens if you try to skip it. I'm not going to because I don't want to break the mod, but... Yes, we did it! Never really use Pale Nails yourself, your ride or dies cross stitch. I tried to use cross stitch a little bit, but I struggled to make it work and then I just gave up on it. But I really like Pale Nails, so it works out. Even if it's not the strongest, I just think it's fun. It's cool. Yeah, I literally ran into that one. I just don't feel like treating this fight normally. I'm just chasing after, going all nail damage and just tanking everything. All needle damage, sorry. And for the finishing blow, trick shot? Oh wait. Wait, I gotta try that. I gotta go for a quick shot finisher. Or a trick shot finisher. Off screen. Oh wait, no, she's not dead yet. Oh, it was one hit away. It wasn't even a good trick shot. Is this like Pantheon 5 and Hollow Knight, all bosses? It is indeed, you're correct. Why is 4th course before Lace? That's a great question. I have no idea. I didn't set the order for it. Okay, instead of Sawtooth Circlet, we are going with Volt Filament. We're gonna try that out. It is just cool. The electricity of it is just kind of sick. I do like that a lot. Yes! Come on! Isn't this order exactly the same as one guy who made a Silksong Pantheon 5 order prediction? I didn't see that, but it definitely could be. I'm sure there's reasoning for everything, I just haven't really thought about it too much. I try to beat the boss that's in front of me, and that's it. Uh-oh, more wing. Get back here. That's a crazy shot. Oh my goodness. Wait, it might be over for me. Okay, I gotta stop running into him. There we go. You accidentally skipped Mooring because of the Flea Caravan? I accidentally skipped Moorwing at first for Act 1 in my first playthrough, and then I ran into them coming back, like in Act 2. I just stumbled into the boss. Maybe it was later in Act 1, I'm not sure. But I thought I missed my chance. Whoops. I gotta be using my flint slate more. I mean, it doesn't really matter for these early bosses, but That was a terrible use of Flint Slate, actually. Nice. Widow. All the Act 1 bosses are kind of sleeper, I'm not gonna lie. Just because they're so over-leveled. They end up being way too easy. I'm gonna heal the full, just because I don't like being 1 health down. Ouch. Really? The fadeaway final bell? Alright, that's fine. Now I have a good excuse to heal. Yes! Come on! GG Widow. Alright, now it's time for Phantom. That was not very well timed. I'm gonna heal. I do really like the electricity. I'm not gonna lie. I am using it a lot against the earlier bosses when I don't have to heal as much, but I still think it encourages me to use my Silk Skill more, which is a good thing. Also, it's just really good for damage. Nice, that's a good heal. Tactical Magnetite Dice. Let's go! Hey, how's it going, William? Welcome to the stream. Do I have any tips for you for Act 3? Tips on what specifically? I think my biggest tip is just play the game and just have fun with it. Act 3 is awesome. But if you want any tips on anything specific in Act 3, I could maybe help with that. Ooh, Last Judge. We made it to the final boss of Act 1. Where am I going? Yeah, this one I might need to lock in for a tiny bit more. I've been kind of just not thinking at all so far. Whoops, I just dashed the wrong way like 3 times. If I'm not careful at all, I definitely could take a big amount of damage just on accident from not paying attention. Whoops. Damn, I really wanted to get close enough for that to be worth it, but I ended up just getting punished. Very sloppy, but good enough. Whoa! Wait, run! I dashed the wrong way at first. I appreciate that, William. Thank you. Pantheon of Pharloom, where can you get this mod? It is available on Thunderstore. I should have put a link to that in the description. But if you look up like Silksong mods through Thunderstore, that's definitely the way to do it. It's like I think I use it through Overwolf. But you can definitely find it if you just look up Silksong mods. This one is called Pantheon of Pharloom, and it was super easy to set up. I think I'm going to keep this build though, this loadout. I like this. Magnetite Brooch I think is carrying. Yeah, I saw that they nerfed that Megalomaniac. It's pretty funny. Hornet Sleep. Hornet needs a rest. This is a very difficult Pantheon so far. I mean, Symphony, sorry. GG, Garmond. You put up a good fight. Zanzibo! Or Zanzibo. Is it Sensimo? Is that how it's spelled? I had no idea. I'm leaving. What the heck? Let me out. Let me go. I did not mean to do that, but that's fine. Sensibo. I heard it like a Zanzibo. Zanzibo, maybe. Like with Z's and with a B at the end. I lost track of which one I was targeting. Oh well. Like Zanzibo! I did not mean to do that again. Whatever, it's fine. I'm using all my flint slate on a boss that I really don't need. You hear Zedzibo? Oshanka. All the voice lines in this game are so great, man. It's so fun. Let me heal a little bit. Can't get caught lacking and go all the way down for no reason. Let me target this guy for a minute. Very nice. I'm gonna heal because I don't like being down 1 health. Hydration time. I put my controller on my lap, picked up my water bottle, my controller fell off and hit the ground. That's okay, nothing happened. We continue on. Trobio. Okay, this is a point of contention, by the way, that I have. I called this guy Trobio in a video, and I got roasted by people. Like, absolutely flamed by so many people saying it's like unbelievably painful to hear me say Trobio when he very clearly pronounces his name like right in front of you. When he's pronouncing his name right here, I hear Trobio still. Like, it's like in between Trobio and Trobio, but if I say Trobio, everyone's like, yep, perfect. He does not say Trobio. It's like in between. He's like, Trobio. I totally could hear Trobio, but I got flamed. Sorry, I'm still annoyed about that. I saw somebody else's video too, I forget who, but somebody else was pronouncing it Trobio, like early on in the game, and people in the comments were roasting them too. I don't know why, but it's not that clear to me. Trobio! I could totally hear Trobio. I don't know, maybe my hearing is whack. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm telling you, I got like super roasted by a lot of people for saying Trobio and not Trobio. There we go. You hear the O pronounced. The first one is the one you hear, you think. It doesn't even matter? Yeah, I guess not. Oh no, I forgot to equip... Okay, I unironically lost here before because I forgot... because I didn't have whatever it's called, Wreath of Purity equipped. Okay, this is a bit annoying. I think I should be fine, but I will need to lock in a little bit here. Both for this and for Grohl. I've just made Grohl a lot harder on myself. See, this is already annoying. Okay, let me make sure I'm as close to full health as I can be. I really gotta focus on dodging the muck maggot things. So far, so good. This fight is almost done, too. Nice. Alright, as soon as I really locked in on dodging the muck maggots, that was a lot better. You don't really like cut through. It's good, but it's just a bit repetitive. I feel the exact same way. I rated it pretty low on my overall ranking of the Silksong soundtrack, and some people were very upset by that. But some people were upset by every single ranking. It's a very polarizing game in terms of, like, OST. People just have really differing opinions and are very passionate about them. Which is good for engagement on my video, because people were really mad at me. They, like, hear one of my rankings, and then they just stop watching the video. But they comment about it because they're mad, and then it helps the engagement, and then the video does better. So, I'm fine with it. Okay, wait, I gotta pay attention a little bit. Damn it. This right here is one of my least favorite bosses in the game. It's just annoying to fight. And so unpleasant. It's just yucky, man. Just a yucky arena, yucky boss. Where did I put Lost Verdania in my ranking? Pretty high, but I might even put it higher if I redid it. Lost Verdania has grown on me a lot. Okay, this whole thing is going to be super annoying without Wreath of Purity. I'll need to be really careful. Damn it. Okay, being down 1 isn't the worst thing in the world. Being down 2 is annoying though, so I'm gonna heal. Damn, I should have waited. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that hits me. Guys, I've just made so many dumb mistakes in a row. I'd love a heal off of this guy. Okay, that's good. That was a lot of terrible gameplay. Wait, get me up there. Okay. Got a couple hits. I'll just need to be really careful to not go into the lava or go into the muck like I just did. Okay. Well, that's about as bad of a start as we could have gotten. And it gets worse. I would love a heal ASAP. Okay. Got rid of the muck. Guys, I might lose to Grohl. That's so frustrating. Okay, I have to focus up. I have the muck again. Okay. Oh my goodness, insane. That one-shots me, right? Those do 2 damage. That's crazy. That is the most clutch magnetite dice that I've ever seen in this game. I'm not even kidding. That kills me, right? Those do 2 damage. Holy. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's the biggest dice proc of all time. I did not play that very well at all. We'll take that. We will take that. That is insane. We just got so lucky. Okay, I need a second. Because I did not want to do all that over again. It didn't take that long, but... Alright. Grohl isn't nearly as hard as everyone says he is. I think Grohl is incredibly easy if you have Wreath of Purity. If you don't have Wreath of Purity, it's not that bad, but it's definitely... It's not like super easy in my opinion. It's a little bit more challenging than you'd expect for an Act 2 boss. Okay, I want to target this guy. Perfect. Now we just got one Moss Mother to deal with, and it is super chill. Get back here. Maximize the value on that heal, and then finish him off. Lovely. You first tried him without Wreath, so you disagree? I mean, you guys are both just good at the game, I think. Are there any bosses that you did not first try and you actually thought were hard in the game? Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that. That's an absurdly stupid game. Can you focus up again for a second? Yeah, I don't even need to focus up for too long, but Carmelita and Lost Lace. Yeah, that makes sense. Any tips for beating Umu and Sly in Pantheon 3? Yeah, be patient. Throwing your own nail arts is good. I also recommend using Shade Soul to hit the jellyfish for the explosions. That helps a lot. You can use Shade Soul like from across the arena, and then that gets a much safer angle to take down the jellyfish. Also, Dream Nailing Umu to get your spells is big. And then once you get the chance, using Abyss Shriek and D-Dark gets a huge amount of damage. I don't know why, but Zango starts at like a later phase, and this fight is done in like 2 seconds. It's the most free fight in the entire Symphony. Bolt Firm should be really easy. Last time that I did this, I took way more damage than I should have. I'm not too sure why. So I gotta not take it fully for granted because I put myself in a kind of bad spot. That's not where I thought you were gonna go. Oh my goodness. That's not what I was trying to do at all. Okay, well that was totally free, so that's good. Did I kill Zango with the file in this save? I did, I think. That's the reason? Okay. That's good to know, I didn't realize that. Uh-oh. Beast Fly. Okay. Let's focus up. Oh my goodness. This fight isn't hard, I'm just messing up. Lucky stagger. I definitely would have taken damage there. Whoa. Wait, those are still here? That definitely shouldn't be the case. That's funny. Okay, Chakra really messed me up. Wait, hang on. I forget what I'm supposed to do for this. I'm gonna have to lock in. Okay. Hang on. I'm remembering. Come on. Okay. That was sketchy for a second. I had to lock in on that. Chakra ended multiple of my runs. I really struggled with Chakra. We get a bench though. I can take a second to calm down. The biggest thing for Chakra that I realized was that you gotta wait for her dash attack. That's the biggest thing. Pogoing on the dash attack is when you get the best chance to heal. If you try to heal like anywhere else, she is super quick and unpredictable, and you could totally get punished for it. I feel much better about Chakra for sure, but now that I've practiced her a bit, but she was difficult for me. I don't know why. I felt like she was really tough. Anyways, I'm gonna drink some water. Which I just did. And now we continue. We continue on our fantastic journey. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to lock in for this also. Just because of the no healing thing, if I'm not careful, this could be very bad. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal. Alright, I think we're fine. But this is one that you can't sleep on. Because if you're not paying attention and you get hit like 3 times, all of a sudden you're really low and you can't heal anymore. And it gets really sketchy. Oops. Alright. I definitely took a bit of damage there, but it is not too bad. Definitely could have gone worse. Alright, these guys also should be fine. Oops. These guys are super easy. I think partially because they're just an easy fight, but also partially because my build allows me to get so many needle hits in. But yeah, I do think this fight is super underrated. I was a big fan of it. But it is pretty easy for my specific build and playstyle. Okay, this fight should be easy. When I beat the second Symphony, though, or Symphony of the Sinner or whatever, just the Act 2 bosses, it gave me a weird amount of trouble. I didn't lose, but I got hit really low. So I do want to pay attention. Can't just take it for granted. My dice procs have been so huge today. It's actually been crazy. Should be almost dead. Take my heal. Maybe not, actually. I forgot. This boss has a lot of health. Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. Loki, I'm messing up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was not good. Who's next? Because that was really bad. Okay. Okay, this is good. I have a chance to heal back up, I think. Unless I totally throw. That was really awkward, though. I really gotta do better there in the future. That's free. I really hope that the minions give me enough healing. At least get to 7 before I fight the annoying guy. Yeah. Big. I really appreciate that, William. P5 looks harder? Yeah, I agree. I think P5 is harder than this. But also, this isn't an official release. And in the actual official Pantheon, or the actual official, like, Symphony or whatever, or Pantheon, if they release that for this game, I'm sure that it'll be tougher. Okay, another heal would be ideal for sure. Good. Definitely can't sleep on this boss too much. Is it difficult? Not even a little bit. But if I'm like reading chat, I get punished the same way if I lose. It ends the whole run, so no reason for me to underestimate it. Take my heal right there. I do not mind. What's going on, guys? There he is. Oops. Wow, lucky dice proc again, dude. So many today. This run feels like it's been blessed by the dice. What is that boss? The Unraveled. Okay, wait, this isn't fair. We started the fight too early, guys. I wasn't in. Double Hornet also. That happened to me last time I did this fight. I'm not sure why that glitch happens. Worth it for the extra damage? Okay, definitely wasn't. Just heal right in her face. That's such a funny play. Nice. Just overpowered her with damage. That was well played. You're playing it right now, your dice is crazy too. There's a chance it's bugged. I'm just gonna assume that it's not bugged and that the dice are just goated today. It is just a lucky dice day, man. Heal in front of the enemy to assert dominance. I mean, that's the play. Alright, first center time. This is a little bit scary, but if we can take it down, then that will be huge. I'll say what charms I'm using in a minute, once I beat first center, hopefully. This fight, I'm willing to just take a long time on it. Heal in front of the enemy to assert dominance once again. That's my trademark move. Let's lock in a little bit. Okay. Good hits. Oh, I couldn't jump in time. That's annoying. Also, keep on dashing the wrong way. Nice try, buddy. Nice. Good timing on that. Oh my god, the double crit? I don't think I've ever seen that. That's so sick. We're hitting all the crits right now. This is just a lucky day, man. I'm feeling it. Really good timing on that again. Triple parry. Whoops. Heal for one. I healed for one because I knew my dice would hit and I wanted to get more silk. It was tactical. Yup. Heal, I dare you. Nice try, buddy. Easy. Easy peasy. Oh, we're feeling it. This is going well. This is going very well. I'll accept whatever you have to offer, First Sinner. First Sinner hitless isn't that hard? Yeah, First Sinner hitless is pretty chill. Alright, we had a couple questions. One of them was, what is my charm build or my tool build? Right now we are rocking a pretty needle heavy build with long claw and weighted belt so that I can get a lot of needle attacks in really quickly with the Wanderer's Crest. And Injector Band is there to help me heal a little quicker. Magnetite dice have been carrying, they're huge. And then we got Volt Filament to make my Silk skill, which is Pale Nails, do more damage. And then Flint Slate is also to help with that nail, or with that needle damage as well. And then we have Compass and Magnetite Brooch both in there for moral support. Those guys have done really good stuff. I should replace Magnetite Brooch with Ascendant's Grip before you forget. I don't think I want to. I tried to use Ascendant's Grip earlier, and I really didn't like it. Like, I thought that it was really good at first, and then against Nihilith, I kept on like getting stuck on the wall and like wanting to go down and struggling, and I'm just not used to it enough. So I think I'm gonna keep Magnetite Brooch. I think the Brooch is gonna be big. And then somebody was asking Pantheon of Pharloom. Yes, this is a mod, and I'm currently in the middle of. Why is there Savage? I've already done that. That's funny. I'm currently in the middle of a challenge called the Symphony of Silk and Song, which is basically the equivalent of Pantheon 5. Also, hello, a little Shaw MP3. Accidentally unequips dice? I didn't, right? I know that you're saying hypothetically, but I have to double check because dice have been carrying so much. Anyways, we're in the middle of basically the equivalent of Pantheon 5. I just beat every boss in Act 1 and every boss in Act 2 in a row, and now we're about to move on to the Act 3 bosses. A little evil joke. I appreciate that. Anyways, yeah, it's Act 3 time. All the Act 3 bosses incoming here. I'm a little bit worried about Tormented Trobia, because I've been really struggling on him. I'm a little bit worried about Nihilith. There's a few bosses that I've been struggling with. But we're just going to go for it. I'm not too worried about Bell Beast. Which is good because I already beat Bell Beast, and this is not Bell Beast, this is Bell Eater. But I'm also not too worried about Bell Eater either. Why do I use the Magnet Charm? Because there aren't any other yellow ones that I feel like using. And rather than have nothing there, I decided to put the Magnet one on, just for funsies. Ouch. Just gonna take a heal right away. Big proc. Is that it already? That is, nice. Easy peasy. Silk Speed could be worth, but I don't have a lot of experience with it. And I don't like the idea of it taking away my soul, or my silk. That's why I'm not rocking it right now. Do I fight Grandmother Silk in this one? I fight all of them in this one. But yes, eventually. If I can make it there. Did not try to use Flint Slate, but honestly I gotta use it more, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I used that too early. That's fine. Let's try it again. Oh, you have an attack that uses 3 little needles? So do I, buddy. Get back here. Got it. Let's get the heal off. Hello, Mr. Craw. I hope you don't mind if I sit in this corner. I did not mean to do that. That's okay. I did not mean to do that either. I keep on accidentally using Flint Slate. I mean, it's probably giving me a lot more DPS right now, so it's definitely not the worst thing. There we go. Easy peasy. Who's next? It's Gur time! Hello, Gur. Everybody say hello, Gur. Okay. That was the worst heal of all time. I got hit, Magnetite Dice blocked it, and then I thought that I was going to have taken damage, so I healed preemptively. and it just did nothing. Ouch. Ouch. I just keep on insta-healing when I really shouldn't, I think, but... I'm gonna keep on doing it anyways. Okay, this time maybe I won't insta-heal. Okay, now I'm gonna heal. Alright, now it is time for Garmin. That was some good early damage. Oops, I'll take my heal here. Perfect chance to heal again. Alright, not the cleanest of fights, but we got the job done. I'll take it. I believe it's Pinstress next. Does the compass work here? Well, I don't have a map, so I don't think compass does anything. But I have it equipped anyways. Alright, let's not do terrible against Pinstress, how about? I could totally die here. If I take it lightly. So let me not do that. I'm gonna not preemptively heal this time. Whoops. Ow, I would love a heal. Dude, that's not what I tried to do. Oh my goodness, that's so sloppy. That is also so sloppy. How am I at 3 health now? Okay, I need to walk in here. What happens now? Wait, actually what happens now? What? We just have to challenge her again? That's a reset? Oh, brother. Okay, that was on accident. I just fell out of the arena and reset it. God damn it. Alright, well. Let's try that again. At least we're not dead. See, that's something that's a little bit janky about a challenge like this. I don't think that happens in the official Pantheon released by Team Cherry. I don't even think of it's like a cheese either, because that was fully on accident. And I just healed, so I think I would have beaten her. Either way, now I feel like I've finally found the flow of the attack a little bit more. So I won't deny that that definitely just helped me a little bit. Damn it. Okay, nice. That was kind of funny. I appreciate that, burping potato. This is the highest in a while, Emma. We're doing pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna heal before doing this. You're not burning? Oh, somebody said burning potato. That's funny. That's good that you're not burning. The cheese that fully resets the boss HP. Yeah, I guess maybe it's not that much of a cheese. Alright. Oops. Okay, wait, hang on. Need to lock in for a second. Whoops. I did not mean to go in there. That's fine though. Man. Okay. Alright, nice. It was really important to get a good fight there, because next up after this guy is Tormented Trobio, who I've historically had a lot of trouble with. And I really want to put myself in the best position going into this fight. Guys, this could be it. We're getting down to crunch time. This is the scariest moment of the entire Symphony of Silk and Soul. I'm gonna drink some water. This is where it starts to get a little bit sketchy. Alright, things that I need to focus on. I don't want to chase down the boss. Let him come to me. I need to wait for his tornado attack. That goes more horizontal, not the one in the air because that's awkward to dodge. The more horizontal one I can get pogos off there. Don't heal when I've only taken 2 damage. Instead, try to prioritize using my silk skill. When I've taken 4 damage, definitely try to heal, but don't force the heals. That's what I'm thinking about here. Alright, come on. You need to clutch up here. Okay. Don't need to force a heal. Perfect. That's the time to heal. That was good. Okay. This is fun. Don't need to heal. I'm only down 2. Oh, I thought he was really going to come out there. Okay, now a heal would be good. Perfect. The heal just because I have a lot of silk. That was good. That was terrible. But I think we should be okay. Not in the worst of spots. Just be patient. Don't force anything. Wait for his sideways tornado thing. Perfect. Nice. That was good. I stayed really, really calm there. Compass Brooch Crutch. I mean, you're not wrong. I think those are my 2 most important tools here. Threadstorm? I definitely could use Threads. Oh, you were asking what the Spinny Silk skill is called. Yeah, I think that is Threadstorm. Okay. That was really solid. That was really, really solid. We gotta think. I don't think Flint Slate is going to be the most important charm, or the most important tool here. What do we think about going Cogflies instead? Because next up is Pale Stag. Cogflies would be super helpful for that. Then we have Nyleth, who I think Cogflies would be better for. We have a lot of bosses that maybe I could use Tax too. Tax could be really good for Seth. I just don't think that I'm gonna get much of a chance to use Flint Slate for the next few bosses, except for Seth. It could be good for Seth. Mirrors. What's mirrors again? Oh, interesting. Yeah, it could be fun. Pale Stag, Clover Dancers, Seth, Nyleth, Khan, Carmelita. That is a wombo combo if I've ever heard one. That's going to be difficult. We're going to keep this tool for that whole time. Flint Slate definitely... I don't know. I'm torn between a few different ones. I don't think I'm going to use Mirrors because that's a blue skill. And I think my blue skills I'm pretty happy with. I think I might use the Cogflies just to help me cruise. Well, no, I don't need it for Pale Stag. What am I going to struggle with? What would help me with Nyleth? Because I've been struggling so much with Nyleth. Cogflies could help me with Nyleth. Yeah, let's keep the Cogflies. Let's go Cogflies and go for the Nyleth. Does this stream become a video or just a stream? This is definitely going into a video. Maybe not this run if I mess up, but this concept is for sure getting made into a video, and this will be part of it. I'm going Cogflies. The fine details of this run will probably only make it if I win. But at the very least, it'll be a small part of it. Alright. I think we're good. We're going for it. Pale Stag. I don't think I need to waste the Cogflies on Pale Stag. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that they did that. Or maybe I did know that, but I just forgot. Dude, those ones in the back taking so long to go threw me off so much. Okay, let's get a heal off. Fight should be almost done. Probably only a couple hits away. Surely you don't hit me here. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Alright, good enough. Good enough. No problem, William. Again, I appreciate it. Okay, just stay locked in. Oh, I didn't think that would hit me. Okay. Nice hit there. Oh wait, stunned. Whoops. Okay, that was not played very well. That was also not played very well. That was good, though. Nice. Hails tag segment in the video for chat. I might have to do that. Okay, that was solid. Now it's Seth time. Gotta stay super locked for Seth. He is not easy. Nice. It's a great chance to heal. I get to maximize all three. Second phase. Okay, trying to set myself up for a heal here would be good. Like so. Love the dice proc there. Oh, that's great. We're doing really good here. This is so solid. This puts us into Nihilith at a really nice spot. I want to save my flies for the back half of the fight. I was really struggling on this earlier, and this is where we lost our run on the Symphony of the Void. So we got to really lock in for this fight. Pay respects to Seth in a moment of silence. Or the GOAT, of course. Alrighty. Not Nihilith? You better believe it's Nihilith. Nihilith might end my run right here. Okay, I don't know how that works. Okay, that was so sloppy. Okay, got my cog flags out. Nice heal. I didn't have the silk for a harpoon. That's really funny. Huge pogo. Okay, just gonna stay patient, stay calm. I don't mind waiting over here for her to come to me. Huge. Huge. You can hit the spike balls into Nihilith? I did not know that. That is good to know. But you know what? It doesn't even matter. We took her down. And now it's time for the Krusty King. It is time for Mr. Khan. Alright, I guess we gotta take down some of his underlings first. Okay. They keep on just like jumping into the spikes themselves. Enormous dice proc once again. Nice. Alright. You guys ready for Khan? Here we go. Here he comes. I don't mind taking the early heal. Go singular cog flag. Go more cog flags even. Send all the cog flags. Heal up. Okay. That was a little bit silly. I think just not being afraid of taking a long time on this fight is the way to go. Just play really safe. Really safe, really patient. Get the heals when I need. Go singular cog flag. That was an unbelievably stupid heal. I don't know why I did that. Bro's got me pinned in the corner. This is crazy work. Okay. That was really sloppy. That was really, really sloppy. I gotta do way better there in the future. But, I don't really get a future, so it doesn't matter. The reason that I said I don't get a future is because I'm about to take down this here Carmelita boss. I'm about to take down the whole Pantheon. Ideally. And then we won't have to fight Khan anymore. Okay, here's the situation. I'm out of Cogflies. 1 health down, so if I take hits, which I probably will in this early arena, I'll want to heal. But at first, I don't want to use any Silk. I want to try to set myself up to enter the Carmelita fight full health and as much Silk as I can. Flip the phone, I think that is a good idea, actually. I think I will do that. Good call. Alright, guys. Locking in here. This is where I lost my best run at the Symphony of the Void. This is what we've been fighting for all stream. It might not happen today, but regardless, we've made really good progress. Be as patient as possible. Alright. Here we go. Scar Singer Carmelita. Oops. Okay. Come on, man. Come on, that was so good. Oh, that was so solid. Let's go. That's huge, and we get the bench now. Oh my goodness. Just 2 away, right? Just Grandmother Silk and Lost Lace. Holy. That was huge. That was one of the biggest choke points on the run. Nice. Okay. Now we gotta figure out what tool set we want for the very end of the game. I think I gotta keep everything, but the red tool is the biggest question. Cogflies I think will distract me too much. Grandmother Silk is super free, of course. So the question is, do I go Flint Slate for Lost Lace? Or do I go with something different? Like, I do really like long pins. Volt Vessels are cool, but the problem is I don't really want to try something that I haven't used much at all before. I've almost never used them. I don't want to mix it up for the very end of the fight. So we got the throwing rings, which I have a lot of practice with. We got the long pins, which I have a lot of practice with. I could throw out a bunch of tacks. That could be a good idea. I could just go Flint Slate, which I'm down for. You can't hit her much for Flint. It's not a bad idea. I don't think I'm going to go Speed Anklets because I'm not very used to them at all. Tacks are good. I think tacks might be the play. Just throw a bunch of tacks for... Yeah, tacks are good here. Okay. I think I might run that. I know that the Silk Speed Anklets are something that a lot of people have been saying I could do. I'm just not as familiar with it. I don't like the idea of losing out in Silk too because my playstyle relies so much on healing. I think this is the build. I think this is what we gotta run. Threadstorm could be good, but I've really been enjoying using Pale Nails, and I've stuck with it the whole time here, so I'm not going to switch it up at the very last second. Alright, here we go. Watch me lose to Grandmother Silk and not even get a chance to fight Lost Lace. Hopefully that won't happen. Alright. What do you mean flip the phone? I read chat on my phone, and so it's been a kind of long-running thing in my streams. Whenever I really lock in, I flip my phone over so I don't get distracted looking over at chat, and I can fully focus on the gameplay. And I think I will be flipping the phone for Lost Lace. Nice. Really clean. Really, really clean. I mean, this boss is very easy, of course, but there's so much pressure at the very end of all this that I'm super nervous. So it's good that I'm able to hold my nerve and play good enough to take care of business here so far. Could very easily see this derailing quickly if I let my nerves get to me. Okay, that's fine. Just heal up when I get the chance. Perfect. That's really annoying. At least I can get the free heal off. Let's lock back in a little bit. Kind of messing up a bit here. Nice. Never mind, we're fine. Easy. Guys, you know what time it is. I'm flipping the phone over. The culmination of the entire symphony of Silk and Soul has led to this moment. It's time to lock in. still have a knock here. Oh man. Huge. Get our heals back. Saving the tax for the next phase. Good. Okay, come on. Just gotta keep my cool here. Come over here, Lace. No reason. I just think it's cool over here. You should check it out. Hey Lace, come on over here. I got something cool to show you. Hey Lace. Oh, damn. Okay, that's fine. Yes! Come on! No way! Holy! I can't believe it. Unless there's some kind of twist ending. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just first tried the Symphony of Silk and Soul, also known as the Pantheon of Pharloom. Every single boss in Hollow Knight Silksong in a row. It's not the official release by Team Cherry, but it's the best thing that we got so far. Damn, that feels good. Come on, man. Come on. When is the Cursed Crest run gonna be? Give me a little bit on that. That's gonna be a rain check. They just throw me right back in the bell home, like nothing happened. There's no achievement. If I go to the menu, nothing shows up differently. It seems like nothing has changed. But damn. I got a huge sense of accomplishment there. That feels awesome. What a cool mod, man. What a cool mod. I agree, Joda Pro. Shout out to the mod creator. Big shout out to the mod creator. I believe it was by Momochi003 or 03003. I'll have their name maybe on screen or something. It's going to be in the description of this video because this will be a video, everybody in chat. That'll be in the description of the video down below. Holy cow, man. Yeah, the mod will be linked in the description. Everyone like and subscribe. You're doing my job for me, Joe. Thank you. Do I think I'll play other mods? I definitely will. Oh my goodness. Wow. I was expecting that to take longer than it did. I mean, It did take a long time on its own, but first trying it is so huge. That is awesome. What a relief. If you guys enjoy seeing stuff like this, I'm super down to go for all of the Radiant bosses. Everything that I just beat, I believe, was all unattuned. That was all just the default version of every boss that I beat in a row. But if you want to see, you can pretty easily set Ascended and Radiant of every single one of the bosses in the game here. And I think it would be a really fun challenge to try to get Radiant on all of them. So that's definitely something that I would be down to do. Guys, that's it. That's it for the stream. I hope this experience showed you the wonders of Volt Filament. Megalovaniac, that was a great call. I gotta say it did. It did. I'm sold now. That's gonna be it. I hope you guys had a great time watching this stream. I had an amazing time getting that achievement. It felt so good to take down the Pantheon of Pharloom. And now we set our sights to more challenges, harder challenges in the future. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, though. That was the Pantheon of Pharloom, or as this mod calls it, the Symphony of Silk and Soul. If you want to check it out, I can share some stuff on it in the Discord. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night. I will have to do it all again once the DLC releases, but I think I'll be feeling alright for that, hopefully. This has given me a great chance to prepare. And I think that DLC might take a while, because we got Sea of Sorrow, of course, coming out first. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great one. That's going to be it for this stream. And I will see you guys next time. Join the Discord if you haven't already, if you want to get more updates. I'll be definitely updating you guys on my progress on making this video, because this definitely will be a video. I've already started scripting it out, but beating it first try is going to be huge for progress. It'll allow me to finish this whole challenge way quicker, so that's great. Or finish the whole video way quicker. You just joined Cheese Master? Well, you can watch back in the VOD because this is on YouTube, or you could wait for the video to come out. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.